Good day, dear students. In today's class, we are going to be completing this chapter titled Anukul that we had started 2 lectures ago. Today is the most interesting part. So we know so far that this is a story of a humanoid, which is a robot which looks like a human being, and that humanoid is named Anukul. And we are told that there's this man named Nikunja Babu who lives in somewhere in West Bengal, and Nikunja Babu purchases Anukul on rent. Okay, so he has got to pay about 2,000 rupees per month for Anukul. Now, there's a lot that happens in the story, but we are told that Nikunja Babu basically was a businessman, and while his business was doing very well, he had decided to go ahead and purchase Anukul. But right now, his business is down, and to add to the things, we are told that Nikunja Babu's uncle, that is Nibran Banerjee, has come to visit. There's a little background given to us about Nibran Banerjee. Nibran Banerjee used to be a lawyer, and he does not have any children of his own. And even Nikunja Babu does not have any children. He is not married. Also, Nikunja Babu does not have his father, and his uncle is like the only uncle that he has remaining. So they are most probably each other's only relatives, right? Anyway, so the uncle comes to visit Nikunja Babu, and we were also told that this uncle is very irascible. He gets angry very easily, gets irritated very easily, doesn't like to be corrected, and he's also sort of a miser. He used to be a lawyer, as we were told, and he made a lot of money, but he never spent all of that money. So it's quite clear that he must have saved all of that money, and even now he continues to live a very miserly kind of a life, although he can afford all the luxuries in the world. Okay, so right now we are going to take it off from here. Yes, also just to remind you, yesterday we had looked at how Nibran Banerjee is not too happy with the decision to acquire a robotic servant, because especially because in fact Nikunja Babu makes it very clear that this robotic servant cannot be treated like the usual servants that we have, because you've got to speak to Anukul very politely, and you cannot be angry with him, or you cannot physically assault Anukul. So not Nikunja Babu, Nibran Banerjee, the uncle, he is not used to that. He is used to being extremely rude and having his way around with servants especially. So he doesn't like the fact that he's got to be extremely careful and polite while dealing with Anukul. Okay, so we had stopped right there. We'll take it from line number 165 today. We are told Nibran Babu's Nibran Babu's arrival did not result in any improvement in his nephew's financial status. All that happened was that Nikunja Babu's friends stopped coming in the evening. It was not seemly to play rummy or poker in front of an uncle. Besides, Nikunja Babu could no longer afford to gamble. So we're talking about how the situation has changed with the coming of Nibran Banerjee, and the situation hasn't changed much because Nikunja Babu's business is still down. The only change that has occurred in their lives is that Nikunja Babu's friends that used to come every evening to play cards, they have stopped coming. And why have they stopped coming? There are two reasons for it. One, because it doesn't look good to be gambling, because they don't simply play cards, there's money involved in it as well. So it doesn't look good to be gambling in front of a relative of yours, especially an uncle. Okay, so it's not good manners. It's not considered polite also. So that's the reason why the friends don't come. And besides that, Nikunja Babu cannot afford to gamble anymore. We are already told that his situation is quite tight. He's got to be very careful with how he spends his money. Otherwise, he will have to give Anukul up because he cannot afford Anukul. And also, he's got to cut down on several other expenses. Okay, so of all the other things, he is more concerned about keeping Anukul because he's quite attached to the servant and he really likes Anukul. Okay, there's a sort of a bond that is created between Nikunja Babu and his mechanical servant, that is Anukul. Okay, so he clearly cannot afford to waste any more money. Then it is told to us, it was difficult to tell how long his uncle would stay. He usually came and went just as he liked. This time it seemed as though he was going to stay for a while. And the reason was Anukul. Anukul appeared to be attracting and repulsing him equally. He could not deny that Anukul's efficiency as a worker was irreproachable. At the same time, however, he could not quite accept the fact that one was expected to be careful in one's behavior when dealing with a mere servant. Now, this is the crux of the matter. How does Nibrin Banerjee deal with Anukul? We are told that he likes Anukul in one way. And why does he like Anukul? Because Anukul's work is spotless. There is no mistake there. It was irreproachable, we are told. So it was worthy of no criticism. It was so good. Okay, you will not really find that kind of efficiency with a normal servant, but with Anukul, because he's a robot, everything was perfect. So he was happy with that aspect of Anukul. But at the same time, he was repulsed. Repulsed here means that he was, angry with it. He hated Anukul also. He liked him, but he hated Anukul at the same time, and he was constantly angry with him. And why was that? It's because he was forced to be extremely nice to Anukul, because that was a requirement while dealing with Anukul. That is what the agency had informed Nikunja Babu right at the start. Okay, so Nibrin Banerjee cannot understand it. He says, after all, Anukul may be a robot, but he's a servant. So why should I be nice to him? Why should I be so careful? I should be able to do whatever I want with my servant because he is my servant. Okay, so that's the kind of mentality that Nibrin Banerjee has. So that's the reason why he doesn't like Anukul. Then, and there's also some more reasons. We will be informed about them shortly. We are told, he said to his nephew one day, Nikunja, this servant of yours is giving me a lot of trouble at times. Why? What happened? Nikunja Babu asked, worried. I was reciting a few lines from the Gita the other day, and the damned servant had the cheek to correct what I was saying. Even if the words I'd spoken were wrong, it's not for him to correct me, is it? Isn't that a bit too much? I felt like giving him a tight slap, but in the end I managed to control myself. No, uncle, you must never raise your hand. It can have a disastrous effect. The suppliers told me so. The best thing would be not to speak at all when he is around. Okay. So here we have another clear-cut incident as to why Nibrin Banerjee hates Anukul so much. And it's because Nibrin Banerjee is not perfect. Here we are told there's this incident when he was reciting a few lines from the Gita, and while reciting those lines, he made a few mistakes. And Anukul, we have already been told about this aspect of Anukul, that he is fed with a lot of information, so he's got a lot of knowledge in him. It's like a computer system there, So obviously, if there's a mistake in the recitation, he will be able to point it out. Okay, and clearly there was a mistake in the recitation of Nibrin Banerjee, and Anukul points it out. So the problem is not that Nibrin Banerjee made a mistake and Anukul corrected the mistake. The problem is, how dare he? After all, he's a servant. How dare he correct me, even if what I was saying was wrong? Okay, so you can understand how illogical and how unreasonable this argument is, but that is how most people are in India. It's not just Nibrin Banerjee, let me remind you. We believe that because that person is our servant, whatever we say is a gospel truth, and they've got to listen to it and they've got to bear with it. Even if they know better, they've got to keep quiet. Okay, they have no right, and they should definitely not dare to come and correct us. That is the kind of an attitude that we have towards our servants, and it's no different with Nibrin Banerjee, right? So he says, I was angry with that. I was angry with the fact that he came to correct me, and I felt like slapping him. I was so angry because how dare he should have no guts to talk to me like that, because I am his master or his master's uncle, but whatever it is, I am on top, right? He is a mere servant. He's an ordinary, sadara kind of a servant. So he dare not come and correct me about this. All right. So that is the real tussle here, the real fight here. And obviously, when Nikunja Babu hears about the fact that Nibrin Banerjee wanted to slap the servant, that is Anukul, he makes it very clear. He says, please don't do that, because obviously we know this already. If somebody assaults Anukul, he is not going to tolerate that person, and he will give that person an electric shock. That is a warning that was already given to them right at the start. So Nikunja Babu just tells him, it's going to have a disastrous effect if you ever raise your hand on that servant. There are very serious consequences that you'll have to face. So please don't do that. So the best thing you can do is to avoid a situation like this, because see, every time you make a mistake, Anukul will correct you, because Anukul is a robot. He cannot see mistakes, and he will correct the mistakes. Okay, so the best thing you can do, you keep quiet, because you are not perfect. You will make mistakes. Okay, so if you want to avoid a situation like this again, you keep quiet at least when he is around. That is the suggestion and advice that Nikunja Babu gives Nibran Banerjee. Alright. Now let's see what happens. So we are told Nibran Babu went away muttering to himself. So Nibran Babu is not happy about it, more because his own nephew is supporting the servant but not supporting his uncle. So he just grumbles and he goes, he leaves the place. Not the house, but just the room that they were in. Then, as days went by, Nikunja Babu's earnings grew less and less. He began to find it very difficult to make the monthly payment for Anukul. He could not help mentioning this to Anukul one day. Anukul, my business isn't doing very well. I know. Yes, perhaps you do, but what I don't know is how long I shall be able to keep you. I don't wish to part with you, and yet, let me think about it. Think about what? If there's a solution to the problem, how is your thinking going to help? Running a business is not your line, is it? No, but do let me try. Alright, but it may not be possible for me to keep you for very long. I just wanted to warn you. Yes, sir. Okay. So now they have this chat finally, and the master, that is Nikunja Babu, finally informs his servant Anukul that the situation is quite bad financially, and they may not have too much time together, because Nikunja Babu may not be able to afford, you know, Anukul for too long, because his business doesn't seem to improve at all. Okay. And then Anukul says, I can find a solution to your problem. And Nikunja Babu reminds him, he says, you're a robot. There are certain things you can do extremely well, but at the same time, there are things that are beyond your capacities. So business is not, very mechanical. There's a lot to it. And with a human being, with all my experiences, if I cannot handle my own business, I doubt whether you, a robot with no experience in this line, can help me. Okay, that's what he makes it very clear. But Anukul very confidently says, "Let me try. Don't give up yet. Then let's see if I can do something to help you." Anyway, so that is the conversation. Then we're told 2 months passed. It was Sunday. Nikunja Babu's careful calculation showed that he could, at the very most, afford to keep Anukul for another 2 months. After that, he would have to look for a human servant. In fact, he had already started looking for one. The whole thing depressed him no end. And to make matters worse, it was pouring cats and dogs outside. Okay, so 2 months have passed ever since that incident with Nibran Banerjee and Anukul, and that whole conversation that Anukul and Nikunja Babu have, and the situation doesn't seem to improve. That means very soon, he will not be able to have Anukul at all. And we are told that according to Nikunja Babu, for maximum another 2 months, he would be able to keep Anukul, but after that he would have to give him up because it's too expensive. So he had already started looking for a replacement, a normal human servant instead of Anukul. And we are also told something about the weather. It's been raining cats and dogs. That means it's been raining heavily. Okay, that's what we are told. Now that's part of the detail required for what's going to happen later on. So let's continue. Nikunja Babu pushed the newspaper aside and was about to call Anukul to ask for a cup of tea when Anukul appeared. So on Sunday, it's raining. That is the setup. And now Nikunja Babu wants some tea. So he was reading his newspaper and he was about to call Anukul to tell him to prepare some tea. Suddenly Anukul himself comes into that room. So Nikunja Babu asks him, "What is it, Anukul?" Anukul says, "There's been an accident, sir." "Accident? What happened?" We're told, Your uncle was standing near the window and singing a Tagore song about the rain. He got some of the words wrong, so I felt obliged to correct him. He got so angry at this that he gave me a slap. So I had to pay him back. Okay. I think by this part you understand where the story is going and what could have happened and what could have been the accident. Because if you just put all the pieces of the puzzle together, all that we know about Anukul and about the situation, you might understand what may have just happened right here. But what was the incident like? It was raining, and Nibran Banerjee, the uncle, was at the window, and he was singing a Tagore song about rain because they're Bengalis, right? And while singing, being a human, he made a few mistakes with the lyrics of the song. And obviously, Anukul knows the lyrics very well because all of it is recorded in his memory, and he corrects the uncle. Okay. And because the servant here dared to correct the uncle gets angry, and he, out of his anger, very instinctively gives Anukul a tight slap. Okay, so the rule has been broken, and the consequences of breaking that rule. Anukul very coolly says, I had to pay him back because the uncle physically assaulted me. He hit me. Obviously, Nikunja Babu has an idea as to what payback means, but he's too shocked with the suddenness of the whole thing. So he says, pay him back. And we are told that Anukul very coolly says, yes, I had to give him a high voltage shock. So he says, does that mean? And he can't even complete the sentence because he knows what that means, but he's, like I said, he's shocked with the incident. He says, and the robot, that is Anukul, he says, he's dead. But there was a clap of thunder just as I gave him the shock. Okay, now we all know this. A clap of thunder, remember it was raining, so there's thundering going on. And we all know that whenever there is thunder, there's always lightning next to it. Okay, so after thunder, there's also lightning. And with lightning comes the possibility of someone getting a shock. We also know about this. It's happened before as well. So that's why this is extremely dangerous for someone to move out when there's thunder and lightning, which is usually the case most of the times, right? So I think you can picture the situation, the lightning that followed with the thunder, and how they're going to fit it. So he says, at the time when I gave the shock to Nibran Banerjee, the uncle, at the same time there was a thundering. And along with the thundering, obviously, it doesn't need to be mentioned there, but we all know there will be lightning. So what does that mean? So, right now, Nikunja Babu cannot make sense of it. So he says, yes, I heard the thundering. Everybody's heard it, not just me. Everybody knows that there was thundering, and my uncle was at the window. Look at the position of it also. The uncle was at the window, looking out at the rain and singing the Tagore song on the rain. And the robot is very quick here. He figures the puzzle out. He says, see, so you need not tell people what the real reason of his death was. Okay, so he's trying to tell Nikunja Babu here, let it look like the uncle died because of the lightning that took place outside. Why? Because the uncle was standing near the window. Okay, so they tell you, see, when it is lightning, don't go out. Okay, if the window is open and you're standing there, it is possible that you can be affected. Okay, so he says, because the timings match, the timing when I actually gave him the shock with my finger and the timing of the thunder and lightning outside, they match. It is the robot's idea that Nikunja Babu should not reveal the truth to anyone. So let people assume that the shock that he got, the uncle got, was not the shock from the robot, but the shock from the lightning outside. Imagine, it's such a brilliant idea. All right, so we're told, but, and then he keeps quiet. He says, how can I do it? Because after all, it's my uncle, and there's so much of trouble as a result of it. But at the same time, even if he tells people the truth, he himself will be in trouble. Okay, so there's a lot to it. So he cannot even complete his sentence here. But Anukul is very cool, very calm. He says, "Don't worry, sir. This will do you a lot of good." Okay, and so because his servant said that Nikunja Babu doesn't tell anybody the truth about how his uncle actually died and what was the source of the shock. And so it did. And so it did. That means the situation actually did them good. 2 days after his uncle's death, Nikunja Babu got a call from his uncle's lawyer, Bhaskar Bose. Nibran Babu had left all his property to his nephew. Its total value was a little more than ₹1 million. Okay, so Anukul had, he had probably planned it out, but he also had the right chance, and everything worked in his favor. But yes, ultimately it was the servant that saved his master, because now that the uncle was dead, and we are told that the uncle was a miser. He had a lot of money, but he never spent it. So all of that money was in the bank, and the money in the bank was a huge amount. It was ₹1 million, and we're talking about a time when 2,000 rupees was a lot of money. Imagine ₹1 million. So obviously, with all the money and the property that he has now inherited from his uncle, because he's the only other relative there, Nikunja Babu can revive his business and he can continue owning Anukul. Okay, so that is how Anukul saves his master's life, and they also get rid of Nibran Banerjee, the very rude and violent also uncle. Okay, so that is the story. That is how Anukul saves the day. But the message that Satyajit Ray, by the way, I'm sure you would have heard of Satyajit Ray. It's a very famous name in Indian cinema. He's an award-winning director, but he's also written works, and this is one such jewel written by Satyajit Ray. But yes, what the story really tries to make you look at is how we Indians treat our servants, and you will see that even in this story, Satyajit Ray had to make use of a mechanical servant to try and make us understand how poorly we treat our servants, because just remove the robot element from Anukul and you will realize that this story is not possible. No servant will ever, stand up against his master and, you know, make the master realize that the master is mistreating the servant, because it is just not acceptable. That's not how things work, at least in India. But Satyajit Ray tries to tell you that servants are human beings too, and just because you pay them a salary at the end of the month doesn't mean that you've got to pay them with your abuses and your bad behavior. Okay, the use of a mechanical servant, like I was saying, that's a very brilliant ploy. It's a very brilliant technique that Satyajit Ray uses to show you that servants are human beings too. They need to be treated with respect, and yes, it's also required, because, like I said, it would not fit otherwise. It would not have been a good enough story if Anukul was not a robotic servant. He had to be a robotic servant in order to teach not just Nibran Banerjee but also us how to treat our servants like human beings, for God's sake. Okay, so that is the story. Do let me know in the comment section what you think about the story. That is it for today's class. Thank you.